In this 100 days of Minecraft Attack on Titan video, I will be becoming a Titan shifter in Minecraft. And here are my goals. My first and main goal is to defeat a Titan shifter and become one myself. My second goal is to steal the founding Titan to be able to do my last goal. And my final goal is to start the rumbling with all of my Titan powers. Make sure to watch the whole video to see if I can start the rumbling. I also want to say that the support for the last AOT video was insane, so let's keep it up. Make sure to subscribe, and I also want to say thank you so much for 50k. It's honestly crazy. But most importantly, enjoy this video. It is day 1, and I spawned on an island. I got my wood tools that I would need, and because I was on an island, I decided to make myself a boat so I can leave. There was this person over here and they were glowing, so I hit them and then they came charging at me. I thought this was some NPC that would die right away, but they weren't dying, even when I was doing axe crits. They just kept charging at me and I was actually losing a lot of health, until they transformed. And little did I realize it yet, but that was the founding Titan that I'm gonna have to steal later in this video. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. But before I left the island completely, I saw a coral reef and I wasn't in danger anymore, and it looked really good. After some rowing, I came upon this island right here with a couple Titans on it. I used my axe to kill them, and these Titans were really weak, which was pretty surprising to me. I took out the first Titan without taking too much damage, and the second Titan was almost dead already. Now I just had to take out this one up here, and all the Titans were gone off this island. I did want to regen though, so I went to the ocean and grabbed some fish, and watched the sunset. The next day, I found a little cave where there were some stones, so I was able to get some stone tools. I then left that island and continued sailing to find more land, and on day 4, I found an ocean monument. I also found another island with a bunch of resources, but I also had miner fatigue, so it was kind of annoying breaking any blocks, because I couldn't even break these leaves very well. After breaking one leaf block, I waited out the night on the trees, and then I found some sheep when I woke up. So day 5, I killed some sheep, and I chopped more wood because my miner fatigue wore off. That is when I found a funky looking Titan running right at me. I figured I'd be able to kill it with my stone axe because, you know, it's a stone axe, and I was able to kill the other ones with my wood one, but I kept trying to hit it and it got me down to half a heart. So I didn't want to die. I jumped right into the ocean and hoped that it would get into the boat, and it did. So I left that boat there, crafted another one, and set sail to find better land. This sailing process was not short by any means, and it took multiple days to find anything. Until on day 7, I found something. I found a snowy biome, and I was super low on food, but thankfully there's these sheep here that I was able to cook and eat. Once I'd gotten my hunger bar filled up and not dying of starvation, I grabbed some coal down here in this mine, and this Titan almost tried to kill me, but I was able to get to it a little quicker. I then ventured deeper into the caves because if I wanted to steal a Titan from one of the other Titan shifters, I would need to have strong armor. So I got that iron, made my way to the surface, and that's when I found this person. It looked like Emir, and I didn't really know if it was, but I kept hitting it, and it had the same purple glowing effect around them. I had my suspicions, but I did not actually think that they would transform into a Titan. I didn't want to fight her, so I got some food from the village, and I came back and she was untransformed. I hit her a couple more times to see if anything would happen, and she transformed once again. And this time, I knew I would not be able to fight her, but I did want to see because she wasn't aggroing me right now. So I came up with my axe and hit her, and then she started running right at me. And she was going super fast. I didn't know if I was going to be able to outrun her, but I did try my best. I made my way over to the ice to see if I can escape from there, and she was still chasing me, but I made some distance. I came back and tried to hit her a couple more times to get her health low, and then she almost one-tapped me. I knew I would not be able to defeat her, but she kept running after me. I was just praying that the ice would help me go a little bit quicker so I'd be able to escape. And eventually, I was able to escape and heal up. I was sick of the snow biome, so I went and searched for a different biome, and on day 8, I found one. And now that I was in a different biome, one that I kinda liked, I figured I should do some mining to get some iron armor. During the mining process, I found a mine shaft, so I was able to get some loot from that too. I then waited for all my iron to smelt, and then I left the cave with all iron armor and some tools. I found this plains biome with a bunch of other Titans and a jawed Titan again. So I hit Emir, and then I ran away for dear life, not knowing how much damage she would do with all my new armor. I was running in third person, so I couldn't really see where I was going, and she hit me one time and took almost a whole row of hearts. So I knew I wouldn't be able to kill her quite yet, but I still was going to give it a good try. After getting her trapped so she couldn't chase after me, I couldn't really hit her, but she could hit me, so I just left because I knew I wouldn't be able to kill her. And after a couple days of running, I found this desert acacia village, so I just decided to spend the night here. And on day 13, I found someone that looked kind of familiar. It looked like Armin, so I put him in a boat, not knowing if he had his Titan form yet or not, and I started to swing my sword at him. So, after a couple hits, he turned into the Colossal Titan, and he was in the boat so he couldn't move. This would be my opportunity to get one of the best Titans and become a Titan shifter. While he was stuck there, I hit him with my sword a bunch of times and finished him off. There was a ton of lag, so I knew that something was happening. Then the water all collapsed around me and there was fire in it for some reason. And while swimming around, I found this item right here. And this would allow me to turn into the Colossal Titan. He was so big, like his feet were giant and took up almost all of the ice blocks over here. I then took my Titan and found a good area. I wanted to make a armor stand to show you how big this Titan was. So I got some stone, smelted it, and then made myself an armor stand. I went over, put the Colossal Titan on it, and that's the size of the Colossal Titan. This is one of the most powerful Titans, and I got him first. I went over, picked up the Colossal Titan, and then went on my journeys and found another village. There wasn't too much going on with it, so I went on my boat and sailed for a long time until I found this. I found a corrupt Nether portal, and it didn't appear to have anything inside except for this gold block. But the gold block did look pretty cool because of the RTX. I left there and then I found this person over here. I figured they were a Titan shifter because they were just standing by themselves. They charged at me and they turned into the cart Titan. It was Peak. Peak was no match for my Colossal Titan with an iron sword. So after a couple hits, Peak was dead. And sadly you can't transform into the cart Titan in this mod, so I just left. It is now day 21 and I found a good biome for once and I figured I'd make a house somewhere around here. I was taking down Titans with the Colossal when I just decided to mine some wood. And after collecting a ton of oak logs, I found this Titan up here with purple hair. It was super weird and it wasn't able to be one-tapped with my Colossal Titan. So it was pretty powerful, but these other Titans stood no chance compared to my Colossal. At another village, I found some hay bales that I'd be able to make into some bread because I was pretty low on hunger. I had to stay in my Titan form the whole time because it had regen to survive. I then fought off these armored zombies to end off the night. And on day 22, I found this spot. This is where I would build my house. It was right on the river and it had a good amount of land on it. I set up my little workshop and then I got to building with the logs I had collected earlier. Sadly, there are no build montages in this video because it is in Bedrock Edition and they don't have the replay mod. I then made myself a shovel to go collect some sand so I could turn it into glass for some windows. I then put the furnaces down with some coal in them and placed in the sand to smelt it for some glass. And because it was nighttime, I went to bed and on day 25, I got all of the glass in and it was looking pretty good. To spice up the outside of the house a bit, I wanted to make a pathway right to the river so I could go out there whenever I wanted to. To texture up the pathway a little bit more, I went to the bottom of the river and grabbed some gravel and then placed it inside the pathway. I also wanted to make a space where I could show off all of the Titans that I had, which was one right now, but I was going to get more later in the video. I then wanted to make an underground area for my house so I could have more storage and just a better place to be, maybe put another portal down there. So after a ton of digging and a lot of log mining, I finished up the area down here, and by finished I mean just the walls. So I went to bed and now it is day 30. The first thing I saw when I went outside was another Titan, and I'd never seen this before, so I figured it was another Titan shifter. I went inside and grabbed a bow with 2 arrows that I had acquired, and shot it a couple times to see the damage it would do. It really did nothing, and then I realized it was Eren Yeager, and look at that smile. It was terrifying. The attack Titan had gone berserk. I'd figured my Colossal would be able to do a lot of damage, but Eren was absolutely tearing it up, so I went inside and retreated. I healed up, and then went back with my Colossal to do a couple more hits on the Titan to see if I could finish it off. But the attack Titan was super strong, and I didn't want to take any chances of dying on day 30. I knew that if I was able to get the attack Titan this early, that I'd be well off for the rest of the video. But clearly I wasn't strong enough, and the attack Titan just kept trying to kill me. The Titan was gone, so I went to see what was going on, and he was out here. It was just Eren in his regular form. So I thought I'd be able to kill him in his regular form and get the Titan, so I hit him a couple more times and he transformed into the attack Titan again. So I ran right back inside because I did not want to die yet. And as I was watching the attack Titan outside my window, I figured that I would need to get some better armor, so I made an iron pickaxe to go mining. So I went straight down from underneath my house to find some diamonds, hopefully. I actually found that using the Colossal Titan with its night vision was better for mining, so I used it to mine. And on day 31, I saw what looked like diamonds down here next to this lava. So I went down there without my Titan and collected the diamonds. So now I had a couple diamonds to get some armor. Pretty close after that, I found more diamonds. I found a little 2 vein right here. And then on day 32, I found some more also. Day 32 is very beneficial for the diamonds. I found a ton in this vein right here. I also found on day 33 a spider spawner where I was able to grab a golden apple. I knew that that would be very beneficial to me when I was fighting the attack Titan. So I went to bed, and on day 35, I made myself some diamond armor. ERWIN was still on the hill, so I figured with a golden apple and my colossal titan and my new armor I was going to be able to defeat him. So I whipped out my sword, and he was trapped in the trees right here, and with only a couple hits because of all my new stuff, I was able to defeat him quite easily. I then picked up his titan transformation, and I turned into the attack titan. This titan was so much faster, it looked really cool, and it could jump higher. I decided to try it out on this titan right here, and it only died after 2 hits with my bare fist, so this titan was insanely powerful. I was fighting one of the members of the scout regiment when I found someone out of the corner of my eye, and they piqued my interest. I thought it was going to be another Armin, but it ended up being Reiner, and this was awesome because the same day I was going to find another titan shifter. He transformed, and I didn't know how strong this titan would be. I went in to get a couple of hits with my attack titan, and he was doing pretty good damage. I continued hitting Reiner, and my regen was holding up pretty good, so I wasn't taking too much damage at this point. And after hitting him a couple more times, I went into third person mode, and he was absolutely destroying me in the long run. But after a little while longer, I killed him, and I took his titan power. That was a pretty close battle, but the attack titan just can't be beat. I wanted to see how this titan looked, so I transformed into the armor titan. I went into third person, and this titan was tall. I wanted to see how my titans would stack up to each other, so I made some more armor stands. I went outside and placed all of my titans next to each other. I then went inside and went to bed. And on day 38 through 40, I went searching for more titans. For this journey, I brought all 3 titans along with me, so I wouldn't lose. After training for a little while and still searching for other titans, I found someone over here. It appeared to be Armin, but I wasn't really sure because there's thousands of blondes in this anime. While it was attacking me, I tried to get a good look at its face, but I couldn't really see anything until she transformed into the female titan. I hit her a couple times with my titan fist, and she was super powerful, way more powerful than the other armored titan. I went into third person to get a better look, and she actually broke one of my diamond pieces of armor. She broke my leggings, and now she was doing a ton more damage. After breaking my chest plate, I was able to defeat her, but sadly the mods I have don't allow me to transform into her titan, so I went back home. After getting all of my armor broken, I didn't really want to do any fighting, so I was going to work on renovations to the house. I made an iron pickaxe and began to mine out the floor for this downstairs area. I finished up the floor, I placed some torches so no mobs would spawn, and then I admired my titans before going to bed. And on day 47, I god bridged all of my planks down onto the floor, so this room would finally be done. I went titan shopping and decided I would use the armor titan again because I really liked him. I went searching for more titans because I still have a couple more I need to get before I can look for the founder. I found absolutely nothing, but I did get into a couple fights and go to bed on one day, so super interesting. On days 48 through 50, I knew that I would need some more diamonds if I wanted to fight any more titans, so I got some more down in this cave. I got a good amount of diamonds and then made myself a diamond pickaxe and a diamond chestplate. I then gathered some obsidian for another portal, and I resurfaced on day 50. I got out my obsidian and looked for a good place to put it. I knew I wanted it down here because upstairs wouldn't really have enough space for it. I ended up putting it right here on this wall and making a little way so I could get to it. I then went to bed because it was super late and it was raining out. The next day I got out my flint and steel and went into the Nether. My Nether spawn was pretty garbage, so all I did was get some experience and then I left. I did want to find a Nether fortress though, so I found a good titan to use for the Nether. I took the armored again, and then I brought him into the Nether. I was having some fun killing some mobs like this zombie pigman right here, and this enderman up here in one hit. Well, I guess two. Because I had no opening for the Nether, I went mining for a long time, and I mean a long time, to finally get to the open Nether. While up here, I was able to defeat all of these mobs in one hit, and it was kind of satisfying. And after only a couple days of running, I made my way to the Nether fortress. While I was here, I grabbed some loot, and I needed to go for my main objective, which was to get some blaze rods. Which, with the help of my armored titan, was super easy. I got everything that I needed from the Nether, so I went back home, and then I went titan shopping again. I decided to use the attack titan for this one, and go out adventuring for some more titans. After not even a day of running, I mean a couple minutes, I found another titan shifter. This one was the jaw titan, and of course it was another blonde. For this titan, I only had a pickaxe on me to fight him, so I hit him while he was stuck in the tree. And I was wondering why he wasn't moving, but it was because he was totally and utterly stuck. So I went into third person mode and was able to clean up this titan very easily. I then checked my inventory and there it was. I had the jaw titan in my grasps. I decided to try him out on these titans over here. He definitely looks the coolest in my opinion. I think the jaw is my favorite, depending on which one it is though. He was super powerful, he ran super fast, and he had slow falling. After using this titan for a little bit, I had a feeling that this would be the titan that I would main going up against the founding titan. And because I had no need to go back home, I spent a long time looking for some other titans that I could get. I came upon this village where this iron golem was completely destroying these titans, and I was rooting him on. I then kept running around the whole world in one direction to find a new titan. And after all of that exploring, I found absolutely nothing, and I was kind of sad, but I did get the Jaw Titan out of it. I now had 4 out of the 5 Titans that I needed to defeat the founding Titan. After that, I could go get the founder and start the rumbling. I did want to build a better house though, so the next day I picked up my armored Titan, and then made myself a diamond axe with some of the leftover diamonds that I had, and went to mining some wood. And after a full day of gathering wood, I went to sleep right in my armored Titan. The first thing I saw when I went outside was a spider jockey, which was a really cool find because they're super rare. I gave it an honorary death by letting it burn, and then I killed the spider with my Titan. Now I just needed one more thing before I could start the house, so I made a diamond shovel, collected some sand, and with a jump cut, boom, I got to this section of my house. It was looking pretty good, but it was super bare, and I still had the whole inside to do and the roof. And after 4 days of building, I got the windows put in, and it was looking pretty good. I got the roof up there, it was pretty basic, but we don't talk about that. Tons of torches scattered throughout, the whole upstairs done, and some walls dividing 2 rooms. Not to mention, this place had a great view of the river. I got some shears and went outside to get some leaves to add the finishing touches to the house. After I'd finished the leaf collection, I went to bed, and on day 46, I started to place the leaves around the outside of the house. I had to break some dirt to make it look really good, but in the end, I was pretty happy with how it looked over here. I thought it would be a good idea to add the greenery to the whole house, so I used an ender pearl to get to the top floor, and placed the leaves all along the whole house. When I had gotten finished, I was very proud of this house, and I thought it was looking pretty great. I went inside and placed my colossal titan on this armor stand to see the size of the colossal titan compared to my house. I went upstairs and he was still giant, and he took up almost the whole thing with just his feet. I went to the outside, and yes, he could stomp on this house with 1 foot and break the whole thing. Now that I had a good amount of titans, I went behind my house and placed all of them so they looked really good. The colossal in the back, the jaw in the front, and then the armor and the attack titan on the sides. I took the jaw titan out to get some more training in, and because I needed to go look for the beast titan. And the training was kind of paying off because in third person, I was a lot more accurate when hitting titans with the jaw titan. On my travels, I found a pillager outpost, and I wanted to go loot it up and get some more training out on these pillagers. I made my way to the top of the pillager outpost in my jaw titan form, and I was fighting these pillagers. This really reminded me of the anime when he was on the top of all of the buildings talking to the cart titan. And in the chest there was nothing, so on day 89 I found this person. I hit him and he came charging at me, and he looked a lot like Zeke, so I think I had found the beast titan. On day 89 I was hitting him, and then he transformed into the beast titan. He looked really weird, but I wasn't gonna judge. I jumped up and started hitting him, and he wasn't doing anything back until now. He started doing a lot of damage, and this titan was super strong. I expected my jaw titan to do a lot more damage, but he really wasn't, and his health was kinda low. So I kinda retreated back while hitting him up in the air and critting him backwards. He wasn't able to hit me when I was jumping up, so that was a good sign. I continued fighting the beast titan, and he kept getting me super low, and I couldn't regen as much, so I had to retreat back when I was on 3 hearts. I came back after I was fully regenerated to finish him off. I hoped that this would be it, because I'd been fighting him for quite some time now. He broke one of my armor pieces, and then I finished him off right there. I found the thing to transform into him, and now I could transform into the beast titan, and this titan was huge. I was testing him out on these other titans. He didn't do as much damage as the jaw, but he was pretty quick, and his jumping was a little better. I put him with the rest of my other titans, and my titans were looking great. Now I could go look for the founding titan. I went to bed, and on day 92 I looked for some more diamonds because this founding titan is stronger than all of the other titans, and I knew that if I died here I'd be super irritated. Since these titans were fireproof, I was able to go into the lava and get these diamonds this way, which was very cool. I got those diamonds, and then I resurfaced, but there was a creeper in my house, so I had to take it out before it could blow up anything. I went to bed, and on day 93, I found another Annie, and it was gonna be some good practice for the Founding Titan. Annie was still super powerful against my Attack Titan, and she was no easy foe, but with a couple hits from my Diamond Sword, it went much quicker than the first time I fought her. I wanted to get some enchants, and I had enough to make an enchanting table, so I made my enchanting table, and with my leftover diamonds, I made myself a diamond helmet. I went back to the main house, and then put my enchanting table in the corner, and started to enchant my things. I got Sharp 1 on the sword, Prot 1 on the chestplate, Efficiency 1 on the axe, Efficiency 1 on the shovel, Efficiency 1 on the diamond pickaxe, and Protection 1 on the helmet. I decided for the rest of my armor I would just use iron and enchant it so it would be good, so I made myself some iron leggings and some iron boots. I then went back over to the main house to go enchant them, and on the leggings I got Protection 1, and then on the boots I got Protection 1 also. Now that my armor was good, and I had a bunch of titans, I had everything that I needed to fight the Founding Titan. That night I got everything ready, and then went to bed because the next day I'd be searching for the Founding Titan. On my adventures, I ended up back at sea, and I rode for a long time before I found something. And in the jungle I found her, or at least I think I did. She was right here, and she had the purple glow. It looked a lot like her, so I knew it wasn't Peak. And I just got ready and braced myself to get into this battle. I knew if I lost this, the whole video would be ruined, and I wouldn't be able to achieve my final goal, so I had to pick the right Titan to fight her with. I picked the Jawed Titan and then went in with my Diamond Sword. She transformed into the Founding Titan and immediately came at me. And she was hitting me while I was in midair because this Titan has slow falling, and it wasn't helping me out that much. I came back in jumping at her, and she kept hitting me and doing an insane amount of damage. She ended up breaking one of my armor pieces, which was not good, and the other ones were super low. I retreated back to change my Titan, and I changed into the Colossal to get this job done. I had been underusing the Colossal. I didn't know he was this strong, because in combination with my Diamond Sword and him, I was able to get the Founding Titan extremely easily. And now that I had him, the Founding Titan, now I could destroy the world by starting the rumbling.